What's going on, everybody? It's John again for another drive-by devotional. Again, on our way home from work. I figured let's chat. Why don't we drive together, hang out, and have a talk about Jesus? Today, I wanted to talk about love. The love of God is a huge subject. I try to make these videos relatively short, between 5 and 6 minutes, sometimes even shorter. So let's get right to it then, so we don't waste any time. All right, 1 Corinthians 13 talks all about love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love hopes all things, believes all things. Right? The first 3 verses tell us that it doesn't matter how good we are, how much faith we are, and how talented we are. Without love, it's all worthless. And so, I guess, let's talk about how this relates to us. You see, love does all those things. The word kind there in Greek isn't like, I'm a nice, gentle, happy attitude. It means benevolent, giving. And so, love is giving. And so it stands to reason that if that love is filling us up, then those things then become said of us. And in other words, imagine a champagne fountain. You take some champagne and pour it into the top glass, and it overflows and goes into the glasses underneath it, and those fill up, and it goes into the glasses underneath them, and so forth. Well, that is kind of like the love of God. You just need to let God love you. Just let God love you. Let God's love fill you up. And that love will fill you up and then overflow onto the people all around you. You want to see a change in your life. Remember Titus 2:11 and 12, grace, right? It's the grace of God that teaches us to deny ungodliness. And let God love you. Let God love you. That's all. Let God love you and let that love fill you up. And by virtue of the fact that it is love, you will automatically become kind and gentle and patient. And so then, it's not about striving. It's not about keeping the rules. It's not about not sinning. The more you watch my videos, the more you're going to understand. That type of talk frustrates me more than anything. It's never about your sin, because your sin was paid for on the cross. And it had to do with love. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And we tend to forget that the Bible was not written with chapters and verses. Those were added later on. Those chapters and verses are not inspired. And so, if we want to get the full context of 1 Corinthians 13 and that love, let's read the last few verses of chapter 12 of 1 Corinthians. where it says that let me show you a more excellent gift. You see, chapter 12 is talking about people who want all the best gifts. They want to be able to be a pastor, and they want to be able to speak in tongues, and they want to be able to do all this stuff because they think it's cool, and they think it makes them holier or better than everybody else. And then Paul says, yeah, but covet you the best gifts. There is a more excellent way. And then that's when 1 Corinthians 13, all about love, pops in. It's all about love. It's about letting God love you so then you can love others. And then by loving others, they will be filled up with that love, and they will repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Now, we could go on and on about this. I think you get the gist. Remember, my friend, you're loved. God loves you. And just let him love you. And I'll catch you next time.